Alright, we are back with more Dishonored and Death of the Outsider. Thing is, I have no clue. What are you doing? Oh my god. I gotta do another hotkey. So, let's see how much we've got left. I'm assuming with Daud having passed, we have to be like halfway through. I know this one isn't that long. If not further than that. Excuse me. Alright, so Smile in a whisper. Sleeping in abandoned houses and sharing beds with rats and lice brings back bad memories, that's for sure. I keep the rat charm near when I try to rest, now. I hold it in my living hand, but she only came once. She only came last night. She smiled, that teasing smile that wrinkled her nose, that smile that always told me she had a secret to share. When she leaned to whisper in my ear again, I held my breath to hear, and I heard her this time. Clear and sweet. She said my name, Billy Lurk, soft on her tongue just like it always was. My old self, my new self too. I woke up with a start, aching all over, her charm of hair and bone clutched to my chest. I don't know what any of that meant. I don't know what she wants from me, but I know all I'll find in the void is more secrets. Man, you gotta learn to read. Book. Not reading that. Just collecting. No more tobacco, no more liquor, no more listening to Daud muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm, hoping to see Deirdre's face again, but now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me, she smiled, and I knew she had something to share again. First, she kissed my lifeless eye, then held up what she'd been hiding behind her back. It was Daud's hand, cut off at the wrist and all carved up with the outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh too, all the while whispering that language I only heard in the void. Then she dropped the dead hand, and it sank into the black and disappeared. Did the outsider show me this? Is he using Deirdre's face, her hands, her hair? Things I'd never share, things I'd keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why, and I don't know what it means for the old man. I don't think he's found any rest, even now. Nope. Creepy. Alright, now what are we doing? Where are we? Yeah, and who are you? Okay, well. Nothing here. Dear Lonnie, I've been thinking about the last time we talked. You said you're torn up inside that you can't offer Courtney a decent proposal with no ring. Well, my boss had to leave a stash of jewelry behind in her apartment when they put Syria Gardens under quarantine. If I recall right, there's a ring in there you might use for a proposal. It'll do until you find a nicer one. Anyway, consider it my wedding gift to you two. Fondly, Ma Rosia. Hmm. How did that even happen? I mean, nothing else to do here. So you can go any higher? Hee. Everything's on fire. Wow, you blew yourself up. Alright, cool. You guys annoy me. Alright, Memory of 1849, excerpt from a report by Brianna Ashworth. Granaka thrives on stories of restless spirits and malevolent dead. No matter how threadbare the tale, it spreads through servants' quarters and tap rooms, shifting and changing all the while. I've collected reports of strange happenings since our ritual in 1849, which brought Delilah back to us. That coward Stilton still lives in the same house. 2 years ago, a kitchen girl from his serving staff fled her post and refused to return, saying she had spied apparitions exchanging a muted conversation in the courtyard. Then a man who had delivered fruit to the manor for years abruptly stopped and never spoke of his reasons why. I've even heard that Stilton himself has paid inordinate sums to allow his staff to visit physicians for mental exhaustion. Some have heard strange voices in their ear, while some saw shimmers of light that defied all explanation. These events, I have no doubt, are connected to what we did that night. We have torn reality to allow a piece of the void to pass through, and it spreads where it will. I wonder how far-reaching the effects from the ritual might become. I don't know. Okay, I realize now we're at the Royal Conservatory. I'm sorry. I did not know I linked it to you. All I wanted was get behind you. That was gross. Ooh. Freaked me out a little. Get in there. Where do they come in at? Because that's closed off. Sure, even though I don't really use these. Alright, what do we got? Alvaro and the Abbey. See if you're stepping at the end of the mission. Saw bone charms. Interesting. I have a good reason to believe that the Abbey of the Everman is committing unspeakable crimes within the Royal Conservatory. If you're as fond of them as I am, kill every last blind sister and overseer except for Brother Cardoza. Leave him in one of his musical chairs and I'll deal with him myself. Bill for the prophecy. Sister Rosewind keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles, murder, treason, love affairs. That kind of information could turn me into a very powerful lady. I'll give all my bone charms to whoever manages to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory and steal that book. A risky wager. I abandoned my apartment last night because of the Abbey's wretched quarantine. In my haste, I left a precious relic behind. I doubt anyone has seized it, considering how well protected it is. In fact, I'm offering good going to anyone who's clever enough to bypass the defenses and live to tell the tale. Alright. Which means there's an apartment around here that's open. It's just these weird random drawings everywhere. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see. Come from up there. Aha. Real question is this it? This is insane. You got grenades everywhere. What the? Why were you being so overprotective? Someone blew up. What? Why? Freaking overseers, man. Let's get back down. Watch my surroundings. It's crazy. Disarm. Disarm. Who seriously? Went through this trouble, man. Are you trying to blow anybody else up? Ooh. Alright, is that it? Sweet. Got that. Nice. Alright. Oh, I was about to say, I know that is not one long one there. Alright, thank you, buddies. So they actually want me to kill everyone. Except main guy. Alright, smugglers sighting. By order of the roving vice overseer, patrols for Syria Guardians will be doubled until further notice. Sacrilegious smugglers disregard our quarantine notices and sneak inside the district to pilfer heretical goods. So stricture says, roving feet love to trespass. We must not allow such profane materials to leave the area. Be vigilant. Bring these intruders to justice, Brother Vidal. Alright, you guys are just being weird. Ah! So there's a sewer. I forgot I exploded him. Thank you. So much coin. Well, you're late. You see how long ago I did that and now it just popped up? Alright, now see. Contracts is... So... Kill every last blind sister and overseer except for Brother Cardoza. And then look for the... book. Nice. Letter to Brother Russo. Dear brother, I hope all is well with you. How does my garden fare? Are the potatoes sprouting yet? I wish I was there to see it and not here in this den of heretical horror. I understand how important our work at the conservatory is, but I fear I shall never feel clean again after dealing with the remnants of Delilah's coven. Brothers, you cannot imagine how far from the strictures these creatures have fallen. They have abandoned their humanity to wallow in wanton flesh like animals and to worship the outsider with twisted, profane rituals. To read their writings is to blush with shame for such degraded beings, and for what? A fleeting taste of mortal power, incomprehensible. Can't wait to put their filth behind me and return home to the good, clean earth and bright sunshine of our quiet lives together. Faithfully yours, Brother Hippolito? Alright, well, I didn't know there was another person here. That was close. Trial of Patricia Deshkova. Excerpt from the court proceedings conducted by roving Vice Overseer Alvaro Cardoza. Prisoner Patricia Deshkova of Dunwall, female, 22 years of age. Offense: heresy, consortia with unclean creatures. Verdict: guilty. Punishment: reformation, musical therapy. A woman also captured in the Royal Conservatory confessed to witnessing the prisoner suckling a rat at her breast as if it were an infant. Testimony, transcribed by Overseer Benson. It was a haggard thing, all skin and bones. Patricia gathered it up, arms, and held it to her until it stopped wriggling. She had no milk, but the rat gnawed at her until there was a flow of blood and then sucked it like a baby while she cradled it and cooed. She did this once every few days until it grew fat. The wound it made went bad and she fell down feverish for many days, and we took care of her as she said she walked with the outsider in her sickness. Prisoner statement to the court. He cried so pitiful, and oh, the poor thing, she was starved. Guilty. Prisoner will be subject to experimental musical therapy to restore an appropriate aversion to vermin. That's a little weird. Trial of Constance Bow. Excerpt from court proceedings conducted by roving Vice Overseer Alvaro Cardoza. Prisoner Constance Bow of Pottershed, female, 28 years of age. Offense: heresy, possession of profane artifacts. Verdict: guilty. Punishment: reformation, musical therapy. Inventory of items confiscated from prisoner after capture in the Royal Conservatory, submitted as evidence of witchcraft. One sharpened piece of bone, unknown origin, possibly human. 3 rat tails, severed. 5 pieces of braided hair, 2 singed as if by flame, unknown origins, human. Um, One hand mirror broken, possibly innocuous. One waxwork doll fashioned to look like the former grand inventor, burned on site. Silvergraph of the offending item has been filed. Item had been stuck with several hairpins in the neck, head, and groin. 6 pieces of whalebone inscribed with lewd images. One pair of testicles dried and strung together, found tied around the prisoner's neck. When asked the origin, the prisoner stated that they were your own. Guilty. Prisoner will be subject to experimental music therapy to remove her willful nature and attraction to black magic. Oh my god. Trial of Nonghui Chao. Excerpt from court proceedings conducted by roving vice overseer Alvaro Cardoza. Prisoner Nonghui Chao of Waigan, female, 32 years of age. Offense: heresy, repellent to sacred items and or words. Verdict: guilty. Punishment: reformation, musical therapy. When asked to recite the 7 strictures aloud, the prisoner choked and gagged on the words, and it could not finish the lying tongue even when prompted. The prisoner then violently convulsed, and a deluge of blasphemies fell from her mouth until she was forcibly silenced. Subsequent attempts to rouse the prisoner to repeat the words known to every honest man or woman in the Isles were unsuccessful. Precedent indicates that she is therefore guilty of this heresy, and that her inability to speak the words of the strictures is her body rejecting their truths, which are repugnant to the outsider and his agents. The above was witnessed by the 2 overseers present during her interrogation, and they have signed statements attesting to the accuracy of this account. Guilty. Prisoner will be subject to experimental musical therapy to open her mind to the wisdom of the 7 strictures. Trial of Lavinia Riccio. Excerpt from court proceedings conducted by roving vice overseer Alvaro Cardoza. Prisoner Lavinia Riccio of Karnaca, female, 44 years of age. Offense: heresy, practice of black magic, killing, murder. Verdict: guilty, all charges. Punishment: reformation, musical therapy, execution. Then what's the point of reformation? Through enhanced interrogation techniques, we extracted a confession signed by the prisoner. On the evening of the 7th of the month of High Cold, 1851, the prisoner did acquire the blood and seed of her former lover, a dockworker by the name of William Carter, known in Karnaca as Barrel Bill. This she mixed with other noxious liquids and fed to a large hound which she named Sugar Boy, admitted to be a malicious spirit of the void with which she consorted. Within 3 days, William Carter experienced a range of symptoms including fevers, insomnia, sexual dysfunction, and death. The prisoner confessed that this was the intended outcome of a pact with Sugar Boy, which she performed on the behest of the outsider. Guilty. Prisoner will be subject to experimental musical therapy to cure her of magical taint. If she survives this process, then she will be put to death for murder as an honest congregant. That's insane. I'm not saying she was right, but why would you do that? We don't need that on for any reason. Okay. Alright, I must remember me. They're taking us away one by one. There were 9 of us here. We cried their names to drown out their screams, but they keep screaming even when our voices turn into rasped whispers. My sisters who come back from the music do nothing but cry. They won't eat or sleep. We try to hold them close, but they push us away. It will happen to all of us sooner or later. I'm the last one left. I don't know how many days I've been here. They keep the lamps on at all hours so we can't see sunlight. It was my turn today. I can still hear the music. Sometimes when I close my eyes, I must stay awake. Take the old surgeon's knife you found, prick your fingers, watch the blood well up. You are alive. You are alive, right to the bone. The overseers can't reach you there. There's still a piece of you left that they haven't touched. It's deep, deep down. I don't want to die. Alright. I'll leave you there. Musical Healing Manual, excerpt from Musical Healing Manual. Preparation, secure heretics in the chair. The supplied leather straps. Patients will employ desperate measures to escape the healing music. The lying tongue will implore your pity. Twisting like a serpent into your gentle heart. Silence please with a soft cloth as needed. Session, their wanton flesh will beckon to you as it writhes. Half-lidded eyes will promise release for release, a carnal exchange of flesh for freedom. Resist, brothers. Harden your thoughts and turn away. The ancient music is the only cure for these lost creatures. Their redemption is your duty. Aftermath. Despite our best endeavors, many creatures cannot be saved. Their corruption runs too deep to mend. Our task then is to dispose of their wasted flesh left. Transport bodies to the morgue on the second floor and cleanse them. Remove the stains of heresy and help them find purity in death. So this is where I need to bring him. Alright. You're insane. I heard someone. Where'd you go? Alright, good. That worked beautifully. All according to plan. Was it really according to plan? No, not really. But I survived and they didn't. Excuse me? You guys just got like bright lights everywhere. They are not beneficial in the slightest. Yay, food. I mean, you just might. Since I'm being a little careless here. Just give me all the monies. I needs all of it. Yo, where are you? You gotta be upstairs, right? Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright, the fact that there's two of them in there makes it a little more difficult. You know? Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Here's the thing. They're supposed to be blind. Then how was she alerted to me? Yep, you're losing your mind. The fact you guys are doing this like there's no threat, like no possibility of a threat, is actually insane. They have killed so many. More tasks. Deliver Brother Cardozo's autopsy implements to Smith for sharpening and purifying. Burn remaining cadavers. Report any unusual events or anomalies to Brother Cardozo. Ask Brother Bolano to remove drainage grills for cleansing. Refill vats with embalming fluid. Purge cadaver hoses of impurities. And remove smuggler's rotting body from elevator and cleanse stench of death from the room. Investigate how they infiltrated the conservatory. The morgue key? Where am I getting the morgue key? What? Where's that even at? It's clearly not in here. No, wrong button. Like there's no key down here. I assume this is what they were referring to as the morgue. Unless somebody else has the key. Because no one here had it. Yeah, you can say that. Alright, maybe somebody else has it then. Maybe I just didn't come to them yet. But I would have thought I had. Sorry. But I have to. It's part of the contract I was given. Yep, you're right. Not far. But you unfortunately were not chosen to survive this. The contract says kill everyone. Except Cardoza. Letter to the Royal Curator. To the Royal Curator, Brianna Ashworth. My name is Eleuterio Cienfuegos. Know that we have mutual friends and that all is that needs to be said on that subject. I believe we share particular interests. I would ask that you make arrangements for us to meet privately under some artistic or a curatorial pretense. There we may discuss in full the question that occupies both our minds, the nature of the void and a means to safely walk its ruined landscape in the flesh. Yes, I believe I found a way to reach that fabled place. I've enclosed several silvergraph prints. I submit them to your expertise. In the interests of our safety, I would ask you to keep these with the utmost discretion. Burn it all rather than risk discovery. By sending this short letter, I have already made dangerous enemies. Address your response to me directly, E. Cienfuegos. Probably because people are toying with it too much, trying to get into it. It's my guess. First impressions of the archive, 11th month of reign. Initial investigation conducted by Sister Lena Rosewin of the Circonan Oracular Chapel, Karnaca. My sisters and I have discovered an archive of letters, silvergraph prints, and several silvergraph plates hidden in a secret compartment in the curator's office. In advance of a more thorough investigation, the archive appears to describe two places in Circonus where occult influences has thrived and corruption has taken hold. A map on a silvergraph plate seems to indicate a mining complex on Shinderay Peak, which is unknown to the Circonan Cartographic Society. To investigate, several reports point to the estate owned by Aramis Stilton. Preparatory quarantine required. The conservatory is an obvious third location. Purge in progress. The association between these three places, if any, is unknown to us as of yet. I will keep the map for further study and meditate on these questions at our next trance. Perhaps some connection will appear to me then. So you guys are just out here making guesses. Message from Lena Rosewind Cardoza. The heretic archive we have discovered here is more dangerous than we could have known. A recent vision has revealed its importance to the future of the faithful. If we do not act soon, I believe it could undo everything the Abbey has accomplished in the Isles. There are only two courses of action before us. Burn the archive with other blasphemous documents we have uncovered, or have it delivered to Whitecliff for further study and deliberation. Well, I will meditate upon my vision today and decide which is in the Abbey's best interest. I will send one of my sisters to retrieve you when I have reached my decision. When that happens, come immediately to me and do exactly as I tell you without a moment's delay. It is too dangerous for the information this archive contains to linger in this place any longer than necessary, Sister Rosewind. Dude, like, why are these people so weird? Roving Vice Overseer's Mission Notes. Last entry. Sister Rosewind directs us to destroy the witch's books and papers. Her wisdom is beyond question, and yet I've glimpsed such wonders in their pages. What harm lies in looking through the tomes before the fire consumes them? Should we not know the enemy we fight? Should we not study their corrupt thoughts to better understand them? Doubt plagues me and leads my mind down an errant path. It is heresy. I know this, yet still I burn with curiosity. If only I could preserve a few small volumes from the flames. And that's usually what leads you down that path. You're like, what harm can this be? And then you start reading, and then your mind starts being like, oh, so this, and then maybe we can do this, and we can probably talk about this and expand on this. And before you know it, you're in the middle of the witchcraft. All right, man. All right, let me see. What should I... Oh my god. I need her to go back. It didn't have to be that messy. Your lost diary. Sister Roswin, we have yet to locate your personal diary of prophecies and meditations. The thief, as you know, fled along the catwalk that borders the atrium and to the elevator shaft. Fortunately, she fell to her death. We searched her, but your diary was not found among her effects. She may have concealed it somewhere before she came to her end. The body of Sister Cyan, who died in an attempt to subdue the thief, has been properly attended to. Her remains are on their way to our chapel presently. May her spirit fade and merge with the cosmos. I'm certain that no one has found your diary and neglected to inform us, but I know that if I catch an overseer reading your private notes, I'm within my rights to kill him for his flagrant debasement to the wandering gaze. Yours in faith, Sister Ramos. Interesting. So you guys have no problems killing overseers if they debase your information. That's where things get a little weird. They start controlling who can see what. That's when you got to start questioning it's more of a cult-like mentality than actually something legit. Which is key? Who's got it? Thank you. I say goodbye. My name is Catriona Bell. I was born in Baleton to a mother I never knew. Spent my youth sweeping floors in a factory. When I left for Karnaca, I only found more misery, dust, and death. Here with Brianna, I danced naked with blood flies and kissed the raw, wet bones of the people who slighted me. Then it all vanished, and the overseers came. I'll die in this room, but I'm with my sisters who love me as much as I love them. I will meet them all again in the void. Note on the sealed door. We have been unable to break into the room to which the last witches retreated. They realized their defiance was in vain. The heretics were dispatched with our pistols, but the door has been blocked. There are most likely some profane artifacts remaining inside. We need to access this room in order to cleanse it of black magic. Take care to keep the last witch in the basement alive. She must know a way. Extract it from her, Overseer Benson. It's like, yes, the wind. Let's go with that. Who in the FUBU are you? Behind you. No. No, no, no. Oh yeah, let me eat. And there we go. All good. Healed up like new. Got anything else in here? Thank you. There's a bone charm nearby. Yes, yes, you should. Ooh, a whalebone. There you be. There's the morgue key. Just because you wanted to spot me. Alright, so she's the one that died in the courtyard. Yeah, let's go up these stairs. Let's see what's up this way. Thank you. Alright. Oh yeah, this should be right here. Alright, everyone should be dead. Correct. Dang, I didn't come this far down. Alright. No, I did all this and I haven't found a single painting here. Blinding light in my eyes. That sets you here. Sister Rosewind keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumors has it that she knows every secret in the Isles, murder trees, and love affairs. That kind of information could turn me into a very powerful lady. Okay, so it's the... "19 Earth, 5 red strings pulled taut over some unknown instrument. My sisters cannot make sense of it. Perhaps it will reveal itself again. 3 Harvests, more political unrest in Morley, a useless squabbles to no end at Lord Carrington's next feast. They will display the head of a blood ox as a centerpiece and assassinate the rival at the dinner table. I have consulted my sisters. We will write to Vice Overseer Hanlon before the month of rain. 17 Rain. Our site shows us the Isles from the trivial to the calamitous. A baker using sawdust instead of flour in Karnaca, a fishing net tangled around a dead child in Pottershed, a whisper between lovers in Dunwall Tower. Tonight I witnessed the outsider's final moments in the void. I have imparted the danger to my sisters, but I cannot divulge the true nature of my vision. It would only invite the errant mind. Some may greet the outsider's death with exultation, others would show more wisdom. I have not yet written to the High Oracle. I fear the event will come to pass before my message could reach her. No, I know what I must do to prevent this dissolution." Where'd you fall from? Is that it? What? Painting on the left. The question for this, though, is What painting where? Oh, hello, I missed you. Painting on the left. What am I looking for? Painting on the left. There seems to be nothing on this floor. Um, so definitely not those. What else are we looking for, guys? Where are we going? There we go. See, this could honestly mean anything. How'd I miss you? Hmm. One thing that sucks about all this is if it turns out to be something I've already found. But I want to say I haven't. Oh, excuse me. Thing is, they've taken so much stuff down. Top of a painting on the left. So it's some painting, and it's on the top on the left, right? That's what I'm assuming. Alright, trash can, calm down. Hmm. If only there was a way to know what painting she was talking about. Alright, so doesn't seem to have anything to do with anything in here. From what I can see. Yep, so. There's a locked door somewhere. So what was that room? There's nothing in here. Billy? Can you please learn to climb? 10th day, month of Timber. Before I can seize my immortality, I must deal with the messy and fuegos. Created outsider. Take that traitor. The cult can never know that he stole the documents they entrusted to me. If the information about their secret void entrance fell into the wrong hands, it would destroy everything. My plans would be ruined. No, I won't let that happen. Those oracular sisters have closed off the royal conservatory. That's a minor obstacle. As I know well, there's always a way past the most secure defenses. I just need to think of it. No, Daud. Because there was none. Oh boy. Alright. My nights on this mountain have been sleepless, but last night I dreamed about the outsider. I mean, I got 2 hours of no game volume. Fable Wick farts cutely. I mean, can that even be a thing? My nights on this mountain have been sleepless, but last night I dreamed about the outsider. I know it would sooner or later. He was held in the void, eyes shut tight as if he were dreaming something just as terrible. I didn't hesitate. I put my living hand to his cheek and then pushed a knife deep into his chest. I leaned into it with my whole body as it slid into him with a shudder, blood welling up over my fingers. His eyes opened then. I saw him face to face, just for a moment. Then he fell, trembling in the dark, and all I could see was Deirdre, twitching in the gutter like the day she died. I had to force myself to wake up, just so I could look away. I know the knife becomes a part of me when I can't see it. I feel it in my chest, in my throat. I could hate the outsider for what he's done to me, twisting up the few memories I hold dear, showing me horrors I never want to witness, leaving me with ragged pieces of myself all bound up in shadows. Can I end this miserable life for that? It's almost like he wants this to happen. Which, I mean, if his death was over 4,000 years ago, he's been the outsider with cults following him for over 4,000 years. He probably is tired. But I honestly feel like he'll be taken out. And Daud will take over. That is honestly what I think is going to happen.
Where is everyone? I hate this place already.
It seems to be abandoned. Probably stumbled onto something they shouldn't have. Well, clearly they did because of the void is strongest here. But you know. Keep out!
The ones who made me have watched them away for centuries to dead eye, rotting from the inside. But they will be my case.
Seek no solace in mundane things.
She will peel back all the lies and symbols. For some, a catastrophe. For others, a revelation. And for some, my death will be a promise.
Miner's letter, Siobhan. I know you don't believe me, but I saw it again. The air shivered and split apart and sealed up again like a river crust. The rest of the day I didn't recognize anyone's faces. It was like their mouths and noses and eyes all blurred together like a bad silvergraph. I had to guess who was who based on their clothes. We didn't leave Dunwall for this shit. When the Pendleton mines closed up, we thought now's our chance. We can go to Circonus. There's better pay and better weather. Now, maybe we should have stayed. I don't know. I can't handle this. Can't go down there not knowing what I might see. Please, you have to believe me. You're the only one who knows. Your brother, Niall. Yeah, where? So I came from there. We're going that way. All right. Gate control. Alright, let's see. Is there anything I can pick up? Oh, so this is what we'll have to do. Nice, nice, nice. Oh yeah, I was in here. Ooh. Oh. Wow, okay.
Why do they look like that? What goes on here?
Any number of things.
Across that final abyss. Anybody there? Just my nerves, I suppose.
I think I had to.
Okay. Why do places always gotta have like a specific lock? Can't ever be easy, it's always gotta be puzzles everywhere you go. Hello? Hello? Which means 10 to 1, that door's gonna be... Yep, blocked. Go figure. Let's go up higher. There's probably gonna be nothing worth it up here. Excuse-moi. Da 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 da. So, pretty much no reason to have come up here. Okay. No! Think I can move? There we go. Oh, hello.
I saw you hastened from the library yesterday. You communed with the eye. Tell me how you feel. For my studies.
Yes. I stared into its core and recognized my soul. It yearns as I yearn.
I can craft. I didn't. Oh, wait. Keep forgetting this is actually a thing. Shows how much when I play a game on how I don't actually utilize all aspects of it. I'm not gonna do all that. Alright, let's see. Medium chance it'll be corrupted, though that doesn't sound good. Is there any way I can balance that out? Ooh. Alright, so no. Gotta take the risk! Um... These aren't really that good. Of course. Let's balance it back out. Oh yeah, we'll do this. Oh, you suck.
Under its gaze, I sank beneath the surface of these waters. I walked the path of the envisioned and witnessed the churning of the void.
Nice.
Oh, I still feel the eye's presence in my mind.
Yes, yes. The dead see with such depth. The eye of the dead god sees all our desires.
One day we too shall see the truth. I know it.
Where did you disappear to?
Tonight we commune with the Eye. When you finish your studies for the evening, leave the library and join us in the chamber. The relic will look inside us and we must aid its search. The void lies inwards. We must bring it to the surface to see its truth. Bring 3 sharp knives.
There's no you. Very impressive. Oh, how dare you!
I'll kill you! You'll die at the hands of a sword. No! You shouldn't have done that!
Made my blade. There's probably nothing in here, right? I forgot about that.
Some aren't ready to shed their attachments. I remember one man, an aristocrat from Dunwall, was granted permission to join us here. The fool brought his prize hound, as if he could keep it in the mine, as if we don't have enough vermin.
What happened to it?
We had him kill it, drove a knife through its eye. Then we killed him,
Why?
because he went.
That's insane.
Is
Someone
someone there?
asking for
Have a look
trouble.
around.
Stop! You've seen too much!
You really thought you could just show up in a place like this?
No! You'll pay for her,
I really don't like having to randomly kill all these people, but at the same time, these cultists are weird. Let's see. Nah, I'm not gonna do all that.
What will it be like to finally experience an end? I see forever, and even I can't see our future.
Is that it? Let me see. Yep, looks like it.
Indeed, we are truly fortunate to experience the passage of Envisioned twice in one day.
I read that Envisioned can't communicate with us anymore. Can they see us? Or can they only see what's in the void?
In Witness by Stone, Nozaku posits that Envisioned can see us, but choose not to speak. They have loftier matters to ponder when they walk the void.
One day, if I'm lucky enough to hear the call and become envisioned, I'll still acknowledge idols like us.
So you say, but they never do.
Alright. That was interesting.
Rather high, very small places, still the huge ice seas. The huge ice seas drags us to the dark places, drags us to the cold. Everything's stone, everything old.
Malchiodi and I used to have long discussions on ancient translation and linguistics. It's a pity, really. He was a true scholar.
I wouldn't praise him too loudly. He violated the highest commandments of our society. The ritual hold is forbidden to us, as you well know.
I understand his punishment.
So a huge eye of X is a window into the void. Malchiodi was killed by his fellow cultists for violating several commandments regarding the ritual hold. There may be some interesting clues in his lodgings.
He had to die, I don't dispute that. But his work...
There are things that even those such as we were never meant to gaze upon. Remember that.
Huh? This door shouldn't be open. I should soak my bone talisman in whale oil for a few hours. It has seen better days.
Who did it? Could be worth looking into.
Alright, cultists. But, you's gots to go. Alright, Hues of the Void by A. Nongui. We lack the language to express the void in all its complexities. We have no words for its beauty. There is the rich, velvety darkness of the depths of the ocean, the hollow hues of the sky on a starless night, the cold color when you close your eyes to moonlight, the mottled pigments of a bruise on tender skin, the sharp black at the corners of your vision as you faint from exhaustion, a crumbled anointment of old blood, your own face reflected faintly in a dark glass. I was ignorant of these delicate gradations when I first arrived, but the eye of the dead god has penetrated my senses and opened my mind. What was once a dull gray has revealed its subtle luster. In my former life I was a painter. I captured the blush of a young debutante's cheek, or the turn of a noble shapely calf. I was paid vast sums to render the most insipid, lifeless, aristocratic faces into grand examples of virile splendor, but nothing I had ever seen compares to the grace and color of the void. Banana. Or plantain, zirconin plantain. Just some weird stuff going on there. Twelfth hearths. It has begun. When I woke this morning, my shoulder felt stiff and insensate, and when I inspected it, there was a thread of pure silver stone running across my flesh. At last, I am merging with the void. Oh, to be removed from this reality and exist eternal in the next. To see the subtle shifts and patterns of the void, to be closed off from all contact with the lesser creatures. I am eager to see its progress. 24th, glance. The stone spreads. I feel it humming with heat as it encloses my very heart. Sometimes I am breathless with it. I can barely listen to the others. At times my tongue won't move for hours and I am mute. Second, nets. My left eye has been entirely subsumed by the void. I can see strange shifts in light, but it is mostly in this darkness. I find it difficult to focus on my work. 11th, darkness. My pen slips from my hand even as I try to write these words. My fingers have grown cold and numbed to all sensations. Some have fused together in an amalgam of stone. I am exalted. Doesn't sound like it's turning out how you wanted it to be. Functions and responsibilities of recent initiates. New initiates to our fellowship are required to perform menial tasks for the upkeep of their and senior members' living conditions. These include, but are not limited to, laundering, sanitation, and waste disposal, meal preparation, recording, dictation, and copying notes, maintenance of technical equipment, record keeping, and collation. Whatever your station was in life, you are now a custodian of the eye, a revenant of the outsider, and a member of our privileged community. Together we watch the ages pass with impunity. Together we maintain the delicate position of reality. Know that in time the void will open up its truth to you and all who seek it with fervor.
Companions, guardians of the ritual hold. All of you have appointed yourselves to a better existence, lifting up from the muck and the dank warrens of society. You see the world for what it is, discontent with illusions. Only you see the truth. Let us remember why we are here and the importance of our work. Thousands of years ago, we took a wretch from the streets, beaten and discarded, and glowing upon the embers we found there, we set alight the fires of divinity at the very heart of the world. We created the outsider himself, fellow seekers. A face instead of the endless dark. Black eyes rather than that malevolent emptiness that came before. A voice speaking to select few, over which otherwise would be the howling of terror, of nothing without end. And now he sleeps in the ritual hall, held in the crushing grip of the void itself. And he will sleep forever, fellows, for that is our charge. For without the outside, the void would hunger and roar, and the world itself would shudder.
Cold stone hard. Tastes bad. Breaks teeth. No blood in the now they're ours.
Just my nerves, I suppose. What? Where's my pistol? Wait.
You will join him in death soon. We'll make sure of that. Is someone there?
All right. So I'm gonna say this is where they walked from, right? Yeah, before I went up there? Alright, cool.
What's that? Is someone asking for trouble? What?
Let's see what you can do with a shadow of an arm!
A lot more than you were able to do, apparently. I pushed you when you died.
Cold stone hard. Tastes bad. Breaks teeth. Oh, no blood in them anymore. Now they're ours.
So, are these a voice for the chance of the eye, a voice for the silence, a face for the terror, a body for the darkness, a wound for the wanting, a knife for the knowing, a hold for the hollow, a truth for the seeker, a charge for the warden, an eye for the eyeless? So I wonder if these were like the miners, or did they, you know, kill the miners? Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think this is just another way.
Is someone asking for trouble?
No.
I thought
Did you disappear to?
I just need to make sure.
You're taking
My senses deceive me? You shouldn't have
You don't deserve the touch of the outsider, you piece of filth!
miserable life!
No, you want to die! Let me have the boy! You ratbag, hear that? The boy just... No! Pay for that! You should not make this too quick! Let's enjoy... There's no use running!
Bleeding to death, dear.
Let me
Any
defend
visions?
yourself! No! You'll pay for her death!
Man, you people are terrible. And only one died? Really? Thank you for the apple.
was this?
Yes, we are.
She is seen through dark waters. Soon, she will see the obscure.
Preliminary notes on void anomalies. Despite the difficulty, we have managed a general study of the observable hollows, as some have called them. The anomalies and their provenance still baffle us. These flaws in reality are imperceptible to those who have only recently joined us in our seclusion. Extended communion with the Eye is necessary before anything of this nature is revealed to us. Does the Eye know? Does it share this knowledge with us so that we might understand their nature? If so, what else might Deadeye see? These confluences of the void show us the possibilities of time, as the ritual hold is outside of time's reach. Are we bound up in the strands of several divergences? Is it may be there? Are things still beyond our sight? We who watch the world align itself to our desires, are we to witness the end of time as we understand it? Alright. Cool. It's the blade. Evaluation of the prominent eyeless of Karnaca, Jacoby, further delay. He is a man of singular dedication. Any difficulty he encounters he overcomes by sheer force of persistence. He is undoubtedly devoted to our intellectual ideals, a studious man, dispassionate, yet obsessive. In his single-mindedness he can be prone to nervous fits and neglectful of himself and other duties. Furthermore, he is too enamored of the sanguine infusion and its effects on his mind. Yoon, further delay. And Asthi, he appreciates the patterns and nuances of the void. His knowledge and passion would enrich our pursuits here, but the man is a celebrity. As of yet, he would not be suited to our rigors or our lifestyle. His public profile is too high to relocate without causing some alarm, and we believe he enjoys that fact. Michaels, to ascend within 3 years. A woman of consummate control, she has maintained a network of patrons and subordinates which has allowed our influence to spread and our studies to continue. Her reliability and constancy is unquestionable. It is through her efforts and resources that the dangerous relic from the outsider's creation has been kept secured. Our trust was not misplaced. And that is where I was coming from. Ah, that's okay. That makes sense. Sad.
Have you ever wondered what it's like
You'll have to be much more specific than that.
inside the ritual hold?
What's going on?
Nothing. Keep talking.
Probably the wind.
Sorry, but yeah, you all gotta go. It's just how it is.
That's it. The eye of the dead god. It's watching me. It's been a part of me since this all started. It's cold. Dead. But it still sees.
And the eye's dead. No, we're in the void.
I can see everything. The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
Malchiotti's last notes, 25th month of rain. What do I do for the sake of my studies? The risks are great, but it was never in my nature to leave questions unanswered. Everything must be revealed in time. The others may judge me, but that same desire exists in their own hearts. They are simply too cowardly to pursue it. The only means to the ritual hold lies in pieces, suspended at the moment in time in which that ancient gate was shattered. I will break the oldest and most sacred dictates of our order by simply approaching it, and to attempt to trespass. I do not know if I will succeed, but I must try. Whatever happens to my body, I know that my research is hidden in a safe place in my cell. My life has led to this moment, my wasted youth in the Academy of Natural Philosophy, my time with the eyeless, my years in this sanctum, and now I may finally uncover the secrets of the ancient language. So, do not get seen by them. Okay.
topography of the void is dependent upon reality to supply the base material for
Is
it
that
to
the mark of the outsider?
However, there is
This one was
place
obsessed like all the rest.
to know.
What did he find out?
Though I know the void sees into our hearts, my fellows call it the ritual hold. Some say it is a cradle, others say a tomb. The outsider himself resides there. To even approach the gate to that place is sacrilege. And even then, the void itself keeps it shut to living eyes. Truly, the ritual hold exists outside of time itself. It would be as futile as it is forbidden to enter. These are thoughts for another time. My research into this ancient alphabet continues. Some remnants of their phonemic qualities are preserved in our oldest writings. The language possesses an unusual amount of diphthongs, reliant on distinction in tone and pitch to convey meaning. These symbols, I know the very nature of the void runs through them, but is it a dead language, or the language of the dead? Perhaps that could be the title of my next monograph.
Dead language or language of the dead? Malchiotti's diary, second month of darkness. I am now certain of the meaning of that script adorning the flesh of those few who encounter the outsider. It is his name, the name he lost when he merged with the void. And if this name is returned to him, the old ritual performed by the Envision years ago would be undone. This revelation sends shivers down my spine. What I hold is the catalyst that could undo everything our collegiate has accomplished. 11th month of high cold. The ancient language tantalizes me still. The pronunciation was never formed for any earthly tongue. Perhaps these people long ago spoke with the spirits, but speculation is one of the many pitfalls which threatens the errant philologist. To pursue this further would necessitate transgressing the deepest commandment of our order. No one has entered the ritual hold since the outsider merged with the void, but to find one of those cursed spirits to read this language, it intrigues and frightens me in equal measure. 27th month of high cold. Against all caution, all prudence, all sense of loyalty, I persist. I cannot abandon my research. This place, this reliquary that holds the outsider's true form, calls to me. If my plan to enter the ritual hold is found out, all is lost.
What? The mark is the outsider's name. And this says only spirits in the void can read it.
It's even the right way to go.
Will I be ready when...
long has the Outsider been drowning at the heart of the void?
So do we want to...
He's here. I can feel it.
Now everything is gone.
I had a choice. I had a choice.
Daud!
Daud? Why are you here? What are you?
Look at us. Trapped here. An eternity on a butcher's block. Waiting for the knife to fall. There's nothing left of me but this.
Daud. I'm here. Look at me.
I know that name. I know you. There was blood. And masks and blades raised. Billy Lurk. You remember when you hated me? And now you followed me into the void itself. You brought the knife. I can't hurt him. There's nothing I can do. Only you can kill him. How long have I waited here?
Too long, old man.
There he is. The Outsider. All this time dreaming in the void. I wonder if he dreamed about this moment. Go finish it. End his miserable life.
He almost looks like he's in pain. Is this really what you want? Is this really what he deserves?
You know how this ends, Billy. Billy Lurk. You were the knife in my right hand. Until you were the knife in my back.
Take me back. I want to go back.
Soil underneath my fingernails.
I hear their fingernails inside the walls.
I will always hate you for what you did. You ruined me.
The noise, I hear it.
I found another way. The Outsider lived and breathed once. He spent his days on the streets of some forgotten city. These cultists took everything away from him. Even his name. But I know what it is. His name is the Mark. Only the dead can read it. If we give that back to him, he'll be free. He'll live out the rest of his days as a man like any other.
The Mark? No. You're here to kill him. You can't ask me to do this, Billy. Not after everyone he's hurt. Not after everything we've done.
Why is he to blame for what we did? He gave us a way to fight back. He never lied to us about what we might become.
You know what I became. We looked down on Dunwall as if we owned it. As if we could drown it in blood. Now, he knew we'd turn into monsters like him. He always knew. And this Billy, he can't do anything but harm.
I saw the cult who hurt him. He died once at their hands. Look at him. This wasn't his choice. He never asked for this power.
Then end it. Put him out of his misery if you pity him. It's a better future than anything that might wait for him out there.
But does he have to die? Years ago, I did something terrible to you. I didn't deserve to live. But you let me walk away. You gave me a chance. Let him live, Daud. Let him have the life he lost. Like you did for me.
When you left Dunwall, I hoped you could live a better life without me. That your future wouldn't be killing for coin until someone came to betray you. Forgiveness is a rare thing in this world, Billy. You're better than I was.
Daud.
Farewell, Billy. For the last time.
I can taste blood in my mouth. I can hear Daud's voice in my ear. You have done something impossible.
We let you live. I can take you out of here.
These eyes were closed for centuries, and I saw everything. Bound here, I walked through the minds of generations. And now,
You're free. I can't take back what was done to you all those years ago. No more than I can take back what was done to me. But now you have a chance to be something new. To be something better. It must be strange knowing what you know. Seeing with old eyes all the secrets of the world. We've both seen the worst in people's hearts. But in the end, I gave Daud peace. And maybe you can find some too.
For that,
There's so much doubt. But there are some things I know are true. The outsider is no more. And with that, the world will change in ways none of us can know. But the void is still there. Echoing just beyond what you can see. And there's no one left to say who will and won't be touched by its magic.
"24 out of 27. I missed 3. Oh, not too bad. Alright, so with that, I'm going to call it here for now. I may be back later. Gotta figure out what the next game is. So depending on how long that takes will determine when I get back. So until then, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.